ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That's complete to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Cardinals hit 500 at 6-6, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got room past the 30, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Throwing now is Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
In motion left is Watkins. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurts. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Murray now on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.